everyone, I'm Kathryn and today I have a rant, so it's gonna be rambly. I want to discuss the difference between a good writer versus someone who writes well. And the two are not mutually exclusive because from my own observation, there are countless authors who can indeed write well, but there are also authors who are good writers but who do not write well. I think in today's modern world, if you want to be an author, you need to be a good writer. You need to be able to play the game. And writing well, while it can give you a leg up and it certainly helps, it's a skill that you can learn along the way, and it's not necessary to have it in order to be a good writer. Oh my goodness, this really just grinds my gears because it's something that is so obvious to me. So many people do not see it, and it's one of those things where you read comments from other authors and you just know you're never going to be successful because you are standing in your own way because you are being stupid. I'm not saying that to be condescending. I'm not saying that to bring people down. I'm saying that to point out the fact that people need to get out of their heads and stop thinking about themselves, my story, my way, and really need to get into the head of their audience and think, how can I market my story to bring people in to read it and who will want to pay me for that? Because people do not think that way. I do not understand it, and it makes me so freaking angry, guys. Ugh. I have tea to keep me calm because this really does, it irks me so freaking much. And this all started in one of my writing Facebook groups. A British author was asking the opinion of other writers on whether or not she should change from British English, her maternal language, to American grammar and spelling of English because she had received some reviews that commented on the grammar and spelling as being wrong. And I shouldn't say that I was surprised because it's the internet, but the comments were just filled with people bringing down Americans and saying how they were stupid and that people shouldn't have to cater to them and blah blah blah. The first thing that popped into my head when I read this question was Harry Potter. Harry Potter, when it would come out, came out in the original British English version first. And then I think it was 2 or 3 weeks later, there would be the American version. So what would happen is people would buy the original British version, they'd read it so that they could talk to all their friends about what happened in the book, and then when the American version came out, they bought that one too. So they had 2 books in English in their mind. They were like, well, it's too different. This is the original and this is the American edition. And so that's 14 books that they paid for, and all that money got sent to J.K. Rowling and company. And I pointed this out. Apparently the author never thought of that. And that was my first go-to thing. And it irks me because if you want to succeed in writing, you can't be so self-centered and narcissistic about it. You really need to think about your audience. So if you have 80% Americans as your audience, then one of the things you might want to consider is sort of taking advantage of the consumerism that Americans are known for. Write your book in your original British English, Australian English, New Zealand English, and then maybe consider doing an American edition because that will be 2 products that you have. And I promise you, there will be people who buy both just to have the comparison. They'll say, this is the original, this is the American edition. And then you'll make more money, and then you can send me a thank you card because you didn't think of it. I also want to say that Outlander, that book that was written by an American author, has a British and American edition. Just saying. I don't understand why people don't see these things because it's so obvious to me, and you guys are standing in your own way of being successful. You shouldn't do that because honestly, I feel like in today's modern world of writing, it is so much easier to be a successful writer because you don't necessarily need to be able to write well to do it. You just need to be able to play the game. It makes me so mad. This topic makes me angry, but I do feel better getting it off my chest and just putting my anger and releasing it into YouTube. Unless I ruined your day, and for that I'm sort of sorry, not sorry type deal. Anywho, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notification, but be sure to come back on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because YouTube may not tell you when my new videos come out. All the links are in the description below for your convenience so that you can internet stalk me, because that's what we all do. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and I write a blog, and you should definitely check that out because I do companion posts and they're just awesome. Yeah, that's what I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Tootsies, my applesines. I went bowling on Friday. When I stuck my fingers in the holes, my thumb got stuck and I was freaking out and trying to shake this 18-pound ball off my hand. When it did come off, it landed on my big toe. And while I don't think it's broken, it really, really, really hurts.